Ontario Warriors versus Clear Fork Colts.
Welcome into Clear Fork High School for tonight's MOAC showdown as the Colts host the Ontario Warriors. Clear Fork looking to snap a 2-game skid, but in their way, an Ontario team riding a 4-game winning streak. We'll have the starting lineups and the tip-off coming up next.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, it just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
Welcome back into Clear Fork High School. Andy Jardy with you tonight here on the OH Report. Happy Tuesday to all of you, and what a busy Tuesday it is here on the OH Report. We have got 5 different games streaming live and free on our platforms this evening. It is a great night for high school basketball, and I got a feeling you're going to want to stay tuned into this one. Ontario comes into this one riding a 4-game winning streak. Clear Fork trying to end a 2-game skid, as you get a look there at head coach Joe Baylog of the Ontario Warriors, looking for career win number 593, well on his way to the 600 career win mark. An impressive feat nonetheless. And on the other side for Clear Fork, it's Stephen Bechtel, Bechtel, not too shabby either. He's been around here for a while, 14th season as the head coach of the Clear Fork Colts. 129 career wins for Coach Bechtel. The Colts are coming off a triple overtime loss to Marion Harding, 67-65. Do not let the record deceive you about these Colts. They are 6-11 on the year, but 6 of those 11 losses are by single digits. The last time these two teams got together was on December 18th of 2020 at Ontario. Warriors won that meeting 47-39. Colts had the lead going into the fourth quarter, but Ontario would outscore them 20-2 to pull out the win. The Warriors have won the last 4 meetings and 9 of the last 11. Clear Fork's last win against Ontario coming on January 3rd, 2019, a 52-40 win at Ontario. And it's been a while since the Colts have gotten it done here in this gym. You have to go all the way back to 2013, the last time they beat Ontario here at Clear Fork. Let's take a look now at those starting lineups. Ontario Warriors, coached by Joe Baylog, Zach McChrystal, Nolan Payne, Griffin Shaver, Colton Kurtz, and John Nagel. And on the Clear Fork side of things, Coach Stephen Bechtel. His squad tonight, Ben Bluebaugh, Jarrett Scott, Merritt Bergholder, Brady Tedrow, and Luke Labaki. Should be a good one here tonight.
Number 12, Victor Scoot. Number 14, Mason Pipes.
Griffin Shaver for the Ontario Warriors.
Number 15, Caleb
Key player for them, 20 points in a win over Pleasant and 27 points in their big win over River Valley. Shaver averaging 15.5 points a game, and he is a 1,000-point career scorer for the Ontario Warriors.
Number 41, Bo Dornbeer.
On the Clear Fork side of things, Merritt Bergholder, 17 points in a win over Loudonville last week.
And number 50,
Brady Tedrow, this kid gets it done on every sport here at Clear Fork, it seems like. He had 16 points in a win over Galleon. Also, Jarrett Scott with 15 points in a win over Galleon as well. As you see the Colts come out, we are just moments away from tip-off here. Both these teams trying to build some momentum. Tournament time just around the corner. And I gotta say, it is nice to be sitting courtside. First time I've been down this close to the floor in quite some time as we navigate through this pandemic. Usually tucked far and away up in the rafters, and it's refreshing to be back down on the floor at the scores table, no less. Ontario in their road blue uniforms, yellow numbers. Clear Fork in the all whites, black numbers. Thank you for joining us here on the OH Report, live and free. Sit back, bundle up. This should be a good one. Ontario winning the last meeting earlier this year, 47-39. That win coming in the arena. And the tip ends up into the hands of Ontario. Warriors offense comes in averaging just over 60 points a game, and there's a block right off the bat by Bergholder. Colts team has been in just about every game this year despite the losing record. Scott picks up his dribble. 3-ball is off the back end of the rim, no good, and coming down with the board is Griffin Shaver. Warriors looking to push, and there he hit the 3 in transition. Zach McChrystal gets the Warriors on the board first. Feed inside, and Bluebaugh finishes it to get the Colts their first points of the night. Nagel, double teamed. Back out to McChrystal, now it's back inside. Nagel underneath, can't finish. Good defense there by Bergholder. Already a block shot, and he altered that one too. Tedrow sets the offense. Out to Scott. Warriors coming out in his zone defense. Scott driving into traffic. No good, but there for the rebound. Now a 3-ball is good from the corner. Jared Scott gives the Colts their first lead here, 5-3, 5-0 run. Shaver now looks to get the Warriors offense going. Over to Kurtz. Kurtz spins. Mid-range jumper, a little too strong. Flying in for the board, though, is Nolan Payne. Keeps the possession alive, and now it's a turnover. Pull-up is good. And a good shooting start here for the Colts. Tedrow makes it a 7-3 lead for Clear Fork. 5:18 and counting to go here in this first quarter. Drive inside, lost it. Going on the way up, good defense again. Tough three is no good. And the Colts pull down another rebound. Colts coming out aggressive, good pace offensively. Three ball. Can't get that one to fall. Good look from McChrystal. But another empty possession. Tedrow now drives into the lane, pulls up a little floater. A little too strong. And the Warriors haul it down. Dangerous pass is going to be intercepted. In and out. Tedrow's shot won't fall. Good pace to this game. Back and forth right now. Not a lot of scoring, but it's certainly entertaining. As that shot no good either from Kurtz. Gage Weaver will check in for Ontario. As well as Darian Del Bruges. On their early lead. Ontario went up 3-0. It's been a 7-0 run since. Nice feed inside. And they're altering that shot. It was John Nagel. 3-ball rattles in and out. Almost there for the putback. Was Gage Weaver, who just checked in, but he is going to go to the line and shoot two. Blue ball picks up the foul, the first one in this game. Weaver will shoot two. His first is good. That ends a 7-0 run by Clear Fork. Bruce Swainhart checks in for Clear Fork. Ryan Brophy in for the Warriors. Brophy replaces Kurtz. Weaver's second free throw is good. 7-5 Colts lead, 3:45 to go here in the first quarter. Nice defensive pressure here, and it is going to be a turnover. Looked like that might have been knocked out by Ontario, but it is going to be Warrior basketball. Good pressure defensively from Del Bruges. Foul underneath. It's going to go on Swainhart, his first. Second on the Colts. Ontario, chance to tie or take the lead out of this possession. Brophy looking for some help here. Swings it to the outside, 3-ball, little short. Colts come down with the board. looking to push the tempo. Good defense by Shaver getting back on Scott. Swainhart. Nice moves underneath, but unable to finish. Ontario now pushing the pace. There for the putback. John Nagel has tied things up at 7. Putbacks and second chance points, always so big in what should be a closely contested game between these two schools. First game was decided by just 8 points. Colts have gone cold here after going on a 7-0 run. Tough shot. Swainhart, though, there. Can't get that one to fall. And Ontario now pushing the pace, but a great block by Scott. And now Clear Fork trying to make something happen in transition. Tedrow's shot a little short. Misses that one, but there for the putback. Swainhart can't get it to fall, but he will go to the line and shoot 2. Great job by Swainhart. This will be the Colts' first trip to the line. First one, no good. .158 to go here. First quarter tied at 7. Swainhart's second shot is good. Let's put the Colts back on top. And it's going to be a charge the other way. Caleb Holler just coming into the game and drawing the contact. That's usually how it goes. Anytime there's a substitution, the next play always seems to immediately find them. McChrystal picks up the foul. It's his first. Just the second on Ontario. Each team with 2 fouls here in this first quarter. Feed underneath to Bergholder, and he gets the shot to go. His first points of the night. Pushes it back out to a 3-point lead. Colts have led by as many as 5 here in this first quarter. Contact underneath, and that is, if that's on Swainhart, that is on Swainhart, and that's his second foul. Blue ball and Labaki subbing back in for Clear Fork. Spinning underneath, great defense, and it's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow will give it over to Clear Fork. Great job by Blue ball there underneath, not drawing the foul. Warriors coming with a full court press. Good vision underneath to find Bergholder. And it's a 12-7 lead now for Clear Fork, their largest lead of the night. Driving underneath. An easy 2 for Del Bruges. Tedrow being guarded by McChrystal. 30 seconds. Will the Colts hold it here for the last shot? Back and forth first quarter. Clear Fork has pretty much led this one all the way through, and that's going to be a charge underneath. Great job getting there by Nolan Payne to draw the contact. That's the first foul on Bergholder. 22 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Andy Jardy with you. Thanks for joining us here live and free on the OH Report. Warriors will probably hold for the last shot here. 15 seconds to go. Chance to tie it or cut it to 1. Tough shot there from Shaver is no good. And it's going to be Clear Fork ball with 5.7 seconds to go. Lebaki's going to have to put something up here. And it's going to be a little short, so that'll do it for the first quarter. Your score, Clear Fork 12, Ontario 9. You are watching High School Hoops live and free on the OH Report.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, it just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
Welcome back into Clear Fork High School, where the Colts have a 12-9 lead after one. Thanks for joining us here live and free on the OH Report. Andy Jardy, happy to be along with all of you. Nice move underneath, but unable to convert. And coming down with the rebound is Clear Fork. Merritt Bergholder led all scorers in that opening quarter. He had 4. Turnover here by Clear Fork. McChrystal led Ontario with 3 points in that first quarter. 4 different Warriors getting in on the scoring. Clear Fork had 5 different players contribute to give them their 3-point lead. Ontario led 3-0 right off the bat. And that shot is able to fall in, getting the friendly roll on the road. Shaver's first points. 3-ball from the corner, in and out. And therefore the rebound is Weaver. Ontario can take the lead back on this possession. Nice feed inside. Loose ball. And it's going to be a jump ball. That's going to give it back over to Clear Fork. Nagel checks in for Ontario, replacing Weaver. The Warriors sticking with that little bit of that pressure. Tedrow drives in, off the glass, gets the shot to fall. Impressive moves from Brady Tedrow. Trying to get around, but unable to, and blocking that was Bergholder. That Bergholder-Nagel matchup, definitely one to keep an eye on throughout this game. Loose ball deflected. Ontario keeps possession. And they're going to get a foul called here underneath as Nolan Payne driving in. And that's the second foul on blue ball. 5th on Clear Fork. And Caleb Holler is going to check in for blue ball now. Blue ball with those 2 fouls. He has 2 points on the night. Del Bruges coming in for Ontario. He replaces Nolan Payne. Holler denying the baseline. Turnaround move, too strong from McChrystal. And here come the Colts offense now. Scott looking for help. 3-ball from Scott. Rolls around but is no good. Ontario. Deep 3 is good for Colton Kurtz. We are tied at 14. 4:40 to go until halftime. Shot that one from the football stadium here. My goodness. Turnaround jumper. No good. Ontario now. Chance to take the lead. They haven't had it since it was 3-0 early. A little short on that one was Shaver. Driving in is Scott, and it's going to be a carry on Jared Scott. Will give the ball back to Ontario. Shaver bringing it up for Ontario. Shaver with 2 points. Del Bruges tried to get it to the outside to McChrystal, but a good job by Clearfork cutting off that pass. Ontario will inbound underneath. Three now from the corner. Might have been blocked. That one came up a little too short there. Clearfork so far just 2 points here in the second quarter. Ontario has tightened things up defensively. Forced Clearfork into a couple turnovers here. Tedrow with the move underneath, and that shots like that just haven't fallen for them here in this quarter. You remember the last time these two played, Ontario in the fourth quarter ended up winning that game because they outscored Clearfork 20-2. Could not get the shot to fall, but he will go to the line and shoot 2 is Colton Kurtz. Holler picks up his first foul. And check that they called that on the floor, so it's not a shooting foul. Victor Skoog replaces Labaki for Clearfork. Shaver trying to drive in to the outside. Back in now. Nagel underneath, and it's a travel going the other way. Both teams doing a good job tonight in the paint. Forcing teams into difficult shots, turning it over. Clearfork's got 8 rebounds on the defensive side of things too. Ontario has 10. 3 from the outside is no good from Bergholder. Shaver pulls up. Shot is no good. And there for the board, Jared Scott. 2:30 to go until halftime. Tedrow drives in, swings it out. Bergholder, mid-range jumper. Loose ball, Tedrow finds it. Can't get that shot to fall, but Bergholder chasing down the board, and it is almost stolen away, but it's going to be a foul called on Kurtz. First foul on Kurtz. Third foul on Ontario. Tedrow looking to set the Colts offense that has just gone cold here in this quarter. Still just 2 points here in the second quarter. They led 12-9 after 1. They've done a nice job defensively too, holding Ontario to just 5 points so far here in the second. And look at the pressure too from Ontario. That defense forcing them all the way out to mid-court, and it's forcing a timeout by Clear Fork. Excellent job by Ontario defensively there, forcing Clear Fork into that timeout with 1:36 to go here until halftime. 14-14. As Coach Bechtel will reset his team here, trying to get the offense going. They came out early in that first quarter. They were able to run the floor, get some quick buckets in transition, but Ontario has tightened it up defensively, started applying that full court press, making them pick up their offense right around that Colt logo at midcourt, and it's bothered Clear Fork so far here in the second quarter. Ontario as a team on the year, holding opponents to 50 points a game. So they are a tough squad defensively. Labaki in the corner. Coach Bechtel screaming for him to get it out of there. Get it out of that corner. Shaver poking it away. Still a loose ball. And it is going to stay with Clear Fork, as it looked like Weaver's foot might have been out of bounds as he touched that ball. But again, the Ontario defense all over Clear Fork right now. They're sticking with that full court press, and why not? And it's a turnover. And there for the two is Nolan Payne. And Ontario has its first lead since they led 3-0. Three ball from the corner, no good. And it's Ontario ball, 30 seconds to go until halftime. What a job by Ontario here in this second quarter. The Warrior faithful that have traveled showing their appreciation, holding Clear Fork to just 2 points here in the second quarter. 10 seconds to go. Shaver now. Picks up his dribble. Underneath, swatted away by Bergholder, but a foul called. That'll be the second foul on Bergholder. Take a look, and that's close. That's close. It's a tough call for him, picking up his second. Look at it one more time here. Whew. I tell you, from this angle, a little tough, a little tough. Payne hits the first of two. Matches Ontario's largest lead of the night. 2.9 seconds to go until halftime. Payne has 3 points, looking for his fourth. No good. And a full court heave here. It did get it off in time. Good if it goes, and it almost did. Wow. What an entertaining first half. Ontario leading Clear Fork 17-14. We'll have some halftime stats for you when we come back right after this. You're watching High School Hoops live and free on the OH Report.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, it just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
No paywalls, just live sports. Exclusively on the OH Report.
Halftime here at Clear Fork as the Ontario Warriors, a strong defensive showing in the second quarter, have built themselves a 3-point lead at the half, 17-14. Andy Jardy with you tonight here live and free on the OH Report. Thanks for joining us. Clear Fork led after the first quarter 12-9, but then Ontario turned it up a notch defensively, well, more than a notch. They really ratcheted it up on the defensive side of things, holding Clear Fork to just 2 points in the second quarter. And we'll take a look at some of those halftime stats for you right now. Not a lot of field goals in this game. It's been low scoring. Clear Fork, though, with 5, Ontario 4. Warriors have hit one more three-pointer than Clear Fork, and that gives us your 3-point difference here in the contest. Neither team really making many trips to the line. It's been a clean first half. Warriors 3 of 4 from the line. Clear Fork just 1 of 2. And a battle on the boards. Very close as well. Ontario 16-15. Each team limiting the turnovers. Clear Fork has turned it over 6 times, though, and they turned it over a few more times in that second quarter than they did the first. And Ontario has committed 3 fouls. Clear Fork has committed 7. Couple scores from around the area for you that you can see here live and free on the OH Report. Travis Berardi is out at Upper Sandusky for some girls high school basketball action at the half. Upper and Riverdale tied at 17. Storm is at Crestview. Boys game, they are taking on Monroeville, and the Cougars lead 12-11. Effie has got Lexington and Mansfield Senior, and Lexington leading 25-23 at the half. So some good games around the area tonight on this, what do we call it, Super Tuesday, I guess? All these close games, important games here as we wind down the season, getting close to tournament time. And we are getting close to the second half of this one. We will take a break and we'll have that second half for you right here, live and free on the OH Report.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
No paywalls, just live sports. Exclusively on the OH Report.
Second half just about set to get underway here from Clear Fork. Ontario leading 17-14. Couple different Warriors getting in on the scoring here so far in the first half. 7 different players contributing to the lead. And a ball knocked out of bounds underneath will stay with Ontario. These first few minutes here in the second half are going to be so crucial. Clear Fork had a lead throughout most of the first half. Ontario took it away from them there right before the half. Who's going to seize that momentum first here coming out of the break? Good ball movement from Ontario, swinging it around, now feeding it inside. Nagel. Driving in, unable to finish was McChrystal. And Clear Fork getting a stop on their first defensive possession here in the second half. Feed inside to Bergholder. Gets around this man and is going to go to the line and shoot 2. So you can see him get around Nagel there. Nagel got him, look like with the leg. This will be Bergholder's first trip to the line. Nagel picking up his second foul. And the first shot is good. Gage Weaver subs in for Ontario. Bergholder with 5 points on the night, looking for 6, and he gets it. Both these teams this year, and that's going to be a tip ball, so Ontario will keep possession, not an over and back. Three ball is good from Colton Kurtz. His second three of the night gives Ontario its biggest lead of the night by 4 points, 20-16. Tedrow now. Nice feed underneath. Finds blue ball for the easy deuce. Great vision by Tedrow there, finding blue ball underneath. Splitting the defenders with Shaver. Kurtz now spinning around, puts up a shot, and he gets that one to fall too, so Colton Kurtz feeling it here in the second half. He's now up to 8 points on the night, 5 of them coming right here in these opening minutes of the second half. Scott's shot off the glass, gets it to go. This is similar to what we saw in the first quarter, where both teams playing at a good pace, trading buckets. Second quarter was all about defense, but so far both teams coming out, showing off their offensive skills here. Shaver pulls up, just a little short. Bergholder pulling down the board. Clear Fork now, chance to tie or take the lead again. For the lead, count it! Labaki, his first points of the night, gives Clear Fork the lead back. But quickly on the other end, it's Colton Kurtz. Well, this is fun. I hope you're having fun watching this one wherever you are. 4:43 to go here in the third quarter. And this is going to be something else if that one goes in. Just a little short. But you appreciate the confidence in Labaki right there. The way this game's going, why not? Both teams hitting just about everything they put up so far now here in this third quarter. Kurtz has all 8 of Ontario's points here in the second half. Del Bruges over to Kurtz. Wouldn't be surprised if he pulls up from right around there. Shaver now, driving in, gets the shot to fall. Shaver with 4 on the night. Under 4 to go here in the third quarter. Baki feeds it in to Bergholder. Bergholder muscling his way in, gets the shot to fall. And suddenly this has turned into a Duke Carolina kind of game. Both teams just running the floor, trading buckets. Loose ball here. Ontario keeps possession. Payne swings it out. Weaver gets it back to Shaver to reset the offense. Weaver back over to Shaver. Clear Fork doing a great job defensively here on this possession. Feed inside, double team there. Cutting in is Weaver. Weaver off the glass, no good. Clear Fork again now, chance to tie it or take the lead. And a bucket there in transition by Ontario. Pushes the lead back out to 4. And a foul called there on Colton Kurtz. Second foul on Kurtz. Blue ball underneath. A lot of contact underneath. No call. Officials letting them play this one out. Just under 2 to go. Swatting it away was Ben Blueball. No, sir, says Mr. Blueball. Having none of that underneath. Gage Weaver gonna have to think twice now on Mr. Blueball. Corner 3 is no good, but Weaver there to hunt down the rebound. Weaver fakes the shot, now drives in. Nagel pulling it down. And that ball knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Ontario. Swainhart checks in for the Colts. He'll replace Bergholder. Bergholder's got 8 points to lead Clear Fork. Driving in and swatting the shot from behind is Jarrett Scott. Nice job by Scott, and now a little too much on the pass there for Holler in the corner. We'll give the ball back over to Ontario. Shaver bringing it up. Three ball is good from Darian Del Bruges. And it's a 7-point lead for Ontario, their largest of the night. The three-point shot, a big difference maker here in this third quarter. 20 seconds to go now. Tedrow drives in, runs into 2 Warriors, no call, and the shot falls for blue ball. And we have got an injured player down for Ontario. Tedrow driving in, and he fell right on him. Fell right onto Weaver. We hope he's okay. But yeah, Tedrow drove in and just landed right on him. You just hope he's okay. Zach McChrystal about to check in for Ontario, and that is a great sight to see there. Gage Weaver getting up. Walking very gingerly. Now he's going to need some help there. It doesn't look like he's putting any sort of weight on that right foot. Just hope he's all right. Weaver has 4 points on the night. So under 10 seconds to go. Ontario up by 5. Shaver drives in. A lot of contact there, and the old Bronx cheer coming from the Ontario faithful, as that is the first foul called on Clear Fork here in this half. But they have not called it really either way here in the third quarter. Ontario with just 2 fouls. Shaver will be at the line though to shoot 2, and his first one rolls in and is good. Shaver now with 5. Second one hits the rim again, but does fall. We'll see if this full court heave goes in. It almost did before halftime. It does not, and Ontario has built themselves a 7-point lead as we head to the fourth quarter. You're watching High School Hoops live and free on the OH Report.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, it just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
Back here for the fourth quarter at Clear Fork. Ontario leading 34-27. Andy Jardy with you here live and free on the OH Report. Warriors used a flurry of threes in the third quarter to give themselves the lead. Or to, I guess, build on that lead. Underneath is Swainhart, but unable to finish. And coming down with the boards is Ontario looking to push it. And that shot rejected by Bergholder. Crystal thought he had an open 3. Says Mr. Bergholder. Take a look at this. Getting over there quickly, making up some ground. Clear Fork's going to have to tighten it up defensively to get themselves back into this one. Still time, but each possession just becomes more and more valuable the rest of the way with 7:20 to go. Nice fake underneath, and a pass is going to be taken away by Clear Fork. Had a chance to make it a 3-possession game, but Clear Fork turns it right back over. Labaki stepping out of bounds on his dribble. Each empty possession for Clear Fork so crucial and detrimental to their chances to come back and win this thing. Still time, but can't afford too many more empty possessions. McChrystal being guarded closely by Holler. Nice feed underneath. Kurtz drives in. Not just a 3-point shooter, Mr. Colton Kurtz. Kurtz now with 13. And this 9-point lead now, largest for Ontario. Who do the Colts go to for an answer? Bergholder from beyond the arc. That's who you go to for your answer. A much-needed 3 for Clear Fork. Bergholder now with 11, driving in, count the bucket, and 1. Del Bruges getting past Bergholder. And he gets the foul on Swainhart and finishes. 5:59 to go. Free throw no good. 8-point lead. Coach Bechtel going to take a timeout. As Colton Kurtz all over Labaki defensively. And it's a 30-second timeout taken by Clear Fork just to keep possession of the ball there, as Kurtz was close to getting a 5-second call. Called on Labaki, or forcing a turnover in another way, but every possession so important right now for Clear Fork, trying to claw their way back into this one. Talked about it right before the tip. Ontario has won the last 4 meetings between these two schools and 9 of the last 11. Clear Fork's last win against Ontario came on January 3rd, 2019. Clear Fork's last win at home in this gym against Ontario all the way back to 2013, so it has been a while. And the Colts running into all sorts of issues right now. Ontario's defense. And it is going to be, I believe it's going to be Ontario ball. No, it's going to be Clear Fork ball. I thought they were going to say that went off of Scott on his way up. And Swainhart, errant pass there. Shaver driving the other way. And it's a 10-point lead for Ontario. A huge steal and finish on the other end. Labaki runs into Scott. Scott trying to get it into Bergholder. He does. Kick back out to Scott for 3. A little too strong. Labaki unable to get the board, but Swainhart does. He goes up. His shot no good, and pulling down the board is Griffin Shaver. 4:35 to go in this one. Ontario with a 10-point lead. Shaver with the ball back. Del Bruges with it now, gives it to Kurtz. Back over to Shaver. Ontario in no hurry offensively, up 10. 4 minutes to go, and if Clear Fork wants to start fouling, they got to foul 4 more times before they, or excuse me, 5 more times. And driving in and swatting it away was Bergholder again. And it's a loose ball, and it is fought for. Clear Fork, Ontario has got it, and Coach Baylaw gets the timeout. 3:44 to go as we take a look at this sequence of events again. McChrystal thought he had a way in there, but the landlord, Mr. Bergholder, collecting rent again. Swatting that one away, but Ontario still leading it by 10. They have possession of the ball. 3:44 to go. Before this one, the Ontario JV won 50-39. Looking for the sweep here. Colton Kurtz leads Ontario with 13 points. Shaver has 8. Let's take a look again at this this rejection from Mr. Merritt. All ball. It's impressive. That is impressive. I believe that's his, definitely at least his second, maybe his third block on the night. So Clear Fork's got to get some stops here quickly and get some buckets quickly. Bergholder leading the way for Clear Fork with 11. Shaver drives in, and a foul underneath will put Shaver to the line to shoot 2. Tedrow called for the foul, his second. Shaver makes it an 11-point lead for Ontario. He's a perfect 3 for 3 from the line. Looking to go 4 for 4, and he does. Shaver now with 10, catching up to his buddy Kurtz, who's got 13. Blue ball, spins, draws the foul. Del Bruges will be, excuse me, that's going to be on Colton Kurtz, his third. Blue ball makes his first trip to the line tonight. 6 points on the night. A little too strong. This is just the Colts' first trip to the free throw line in the second half. Second one does fall. Much needed bucket right there. Blue ball gets a breather. Just over 3 minutes to go. Loose ball flying in. And it'll be a jump ball, which will keep it with Ontario. Caleb Holler all over that loose one. Holler had some good minutes earlier in the JV game as well. Ontario with numbers now. Underneath, getting his defenders up in the air and finishing is Nolan Payne. Excellent patience from Mr. Payne. And a errant pass there the other way. Shaver putting it up for 2. And that might just about do it here tonight. Ontario leads by 15. Kurtz picks up his 4th. Brophy checks in for Ontario. Nice pass underneath, and converting it is Victor Skoog. His first points of the night. Nice find underneath to find him. And a foul away from the ball. Looks like a hold. Skoog picking up the foul. They do have fouls to give, though. Just the 4th on Clear Fork. Each team with 4. Pass up to Shaver. Loose ball, and it is going to stay with Ontario. Tedrow applying the pressure. Underneath, Shaver. This time Clear Fork stayed on their feet. But now Ontario just content with working that clock. 2 minutes to go and counting. And now can the Colts get some buckets here quickly to bring themselves back? Underneath, a little out of control and unable to finish was Jarrett Scott, but there for the rebound, Caleb Holler. He gets his first points of the night. And Coach Stephen Bechtel takes a timeout. Full timeout. You take a look. He's just in there with a bunch of Warriors, and he comes away with it, gets it to fall, taking on the whole team. That makes it an 11-point game, 1:44 to go, as both these teams gearing up for the tournament. Both of them in Division II in the Ashland District. Ontario will be the number 2 seed, and they opted to not take the bye. They will host number 10 seeded Bellevue on February 23rd. A win against Bellevue will find them playing Mansfield Senior, who is the 5th seed, on February 26th. Clear Fork side of things, the Colts are the number 7 seed. They have the bye. They will take on 6 seed Huron on February 26th for a sectional championship. So good to have high school sports back. Hopefully we're getting past all this craziness that has been 2020 and the early part of 2021. It's a sense of normalcy being at these games. We wish you could all be here with us, but hopefully you're enjoying it wherever you are watching. Soon enough, we'll all be crammed into these gymnasiums and sweating all over one another in some of these places. Shaver draws the contact, and he will go to the line and shoot 2. And my producer, director, Adam Thompson, always wanting to know who the MVP player of the game is going to be. And we were leaning Colton Kurtz through that third quarter, but I tell you, Griffin Shaver is making it a very difficult choice right now as he gets the free throw to go. And I just got a note that Adam is going to surprise me, so I won't know who it's going to be. Normally I have a say in these things, but I guess I've waited too long. Shaver's second shot is good. That's just where we have to have some sort of checklist. What determines who the MVP is, because Colton Kurtz's buckets mattered the most, I think, in the third quarter, but Shaver has put the finishing touches in the fourth quarter, but nice bucket there from Tedrow. Just under 90 seconds to go. Colts looking to force a turnover and do. Can they get a quick bucket here? Bergholder underneath, and its shot falls just a little short. Rolled all over the rim. Bergholder got it and threw it away there. Colts had the possession arrow. I think he was just trying to make something happen and could have just held on to the ball. But another solid, well, hold the phone. Blue ball in transition. And a block underneath is the call. And I do think that was the right call. Kurtz isn't going to like it because that's his 5th foul. But he looked to kind of already be falling over before blue ball got to him. Kurtz will finish the night with 13 points. He had 8 of them in the third quarter, which is why I made my case for him to be our player of the game. But we'll see. We'll see. It's going to be him or Colton Kurtz. Blue ball will shoot 2. A little short on the first one. But looking back on this one, that second quarter when Ontario, the defensive pressure that they applied, blue ball gets the second to go. He's now up to 8 points. 51 seconds to go, but in that second quarter, holding Clear Fork to just 2 points. And the Colts did a good job defensively, too. Held Ontario to just 8. And the Colts forcing Ontario to take a timeout. Hope you've enjoyed all our coverage on the OH Report tonight. We're at 5 different games for you. And I believe I said Storm was at Crestview for a boys game earlier. It is a girls game that he is at. And Upper Sandusky now leads Riverdale 40-29 in the fourth quarter. Travis Berardi on the call of that one. Girls high school basketball action there. And it looks like Centerburg leads Highland 27-23. Not sure what quarter we're in, as that game currently in a break. And a foul here against Victor Skoog. 6th team foul, so they got one more before they will shoot free throws the rest of this one. And there is the foul that'll put Ontario into the bonus. This will be Del Bruges' second trip to the line, 0 for 1. And that shot is no good, so Clear Fork still has a pulse. Can they get some quick buckets? 40 seconds to go. That three is sorely needed there from Bergholder. And don't write off the Colts just yet. Bergholder, his second three of the night, both of them here in this fourth quarter. And he's up to 14 points. And it's a 7-point game with 37 seconds to go. So if you're Ontario, you just got to hit your free throws. That's the only way to really put this one away. Clear Fork's going to foul immediately if they can't force a turnover. Colts have to do everything right from this point out in these last 37 seconds. And good start, getting the stop on the missed free throw and coming down and hitting a three. Now, can they do that a couple more times? We shall see. And Storm's game has turned into a bit of a rout. Crestview leading Monroeville 51-25. Girls high school basketball action there, fourth quarter, 7:07 to go. See if Ontario can get it in. They do. And now you got to foul quickly if you're Clear Fork. And letting a lot of time come off the clock. Someone's going to have to foul or get a jump ball here, but that took about 9 seconds. Scott finally does reach in for the foul. Shaver a perfect 6 of 6 from the line. Trying to put this one away. And he makes it 7 for 7 from the line now. Shaver looking to stay perfect, and he does. 8 for 8 from the line. Back up to a 9-point lead. Clear Fork needs threes, and they need them quickly. 20 seconds to go. And a tough turnaround there, and ball all over the place right now. Scott comes down with it. He hoists up a three, rolls in and out. Ontario comes down with the board, and that should just about do it here tonight. Ontario comes into Clear Fork, gets their 5th straight win, 50-41 over Clear Fork tonight. When we come back, we'll have final stats, we'll have our player of the game interview, and we'll have it all for you here on the OH Report.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, it just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
No paywalls, Just Live Sports, exclusively on the OH Report.
Time now for our OH Report Player of the Game, and it goes to Mr. Colton Kurtz. Colton, great game tonight. You finished with 16 points. What was working so well for you out there tonight?
I mean, Griff was finding me to get open looks, and luckily I knocked him down tonight.
Yeah, it was between you and Griffin Shaver. The two of you seem to be playing really in tandem with one another. Just an impressive performance. That third quarter, especially for you, was there something said at halftime or anything that you did differently in that third quarter that you came out and were hitting shots from all over the floor?
Coach Lee got on us at half just to come out, play our game, play hard. And, I think we did that. We executed well on all our plays and started making shots in the third quarter. I think that was the difference for us.
This is now your guys' 5th straight win on the season. What has been clicking for you guys? What's your key to success so far?
Playing hard, making shots. First half season, we really couldn't make shots as much as we are now. We're shooting a lot better from the field and from three and getting looks at the free throw line and knocking them down. So, I think it's just been the difference from the first half to these last 5 games.
How much pride do you guys take, too, on the defensive side of things? Because that second quarter, you held Clear Fork to just 2 points and really kind of turned the game in your favor in that quarter.
We take a lot of pride in that. Coach always instills defense, playing hard. Always playing for the name on your chest, Ontario, and just being proud of it. So we've always taken a lot of pride in our defense.
Ready for the tournament?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's coming. It's coming. Colton, great game tonight. Congrats on the win, and good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
That is Colton Kurtz, our player of the game. Colton finishing with 13 points on the night. I had him and Shaver's numbers mixed up as I was reading that, but it was a great game from him nonetheless. When we come back, we'll have our final stats and our final thoughts here on the OH Report.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
Ontario gets the win tonight on the road here at Clear Fork to move to 12-5 on the season as they win 50-41 in what was a tightly contested game for about 2.5 quarters, and Ontario coming out with a flurry of threes from Colton Kurtz, who we talked to as our player of the game, and we'll take a look at those final stats right now as Ontario getting it done. It was a pretty close game. I mean, it was a 3-possession game. Stats show it too. Both teams hitting 4 threes from beyond the arc. Difference, free throws. Ontario getting to the line, 10 of 12, and Griffin Shaver was a perfect 8 of 8 from the line. Big contributor down the stretch to put this one away. Rebounds went to Clear Fork. Bergholder had himself a game in the paint, swatting shots all over the place. And if there was a player to give it to on the Clear Fork side of things, it would have been Merritt Bergholder, who also finished with 14 points for the Colts on the night. So this was a good game, but Ontario wins their 5th straight, and they have now won the last 5 meetings against Clear Fork and now 10 of the last 12. So they have had their way with Clear Fork here in recent memory. That is going to do it for us here from Clear Fork tonight. Thank you so much for joining us here live and free on the OH Report. Don't forget, we have a wrestling tri-meet at Northmore tomorrow at 6 p.m. You can catch that right here on the OH Report. And thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the game. Stay safe, stay healthy, and take care, everyone. Have a good night.